come true.
Well, we got back into Oregon and pretty quickly ran into some pretty heavy smoke. We saw a sign that said fires active ahead, and a lot of signs that say thank you firefighters. So definitely still battling the fires out here right now. It's definitely a very serious problem this year, and I think this has been pretty common for a number of years now. We just weren't tuned into it in Florida. But we're hoping that when we get to Crater that we can get at least a small break in the smoke so that we can see the lake and the things to see around it. So it was a risk, but we'd been getting reports that things were getting better in the Crater Lake area, so we decided to chance it, and hopefully that pays off for us. We are in Crater Lake. It's beautiful here. The fires have been really bad in this area, but I think we may have, knock on wood, gotten lucky because the skies are blue and the sun is shining. The smoke rolls in occasionally, I think depending on which way the wind is blowing, but it's really not bad. So we count ourselves fortunate. So this is a mostly dry campground, no electric, water, or sewer hookup. So we grabbed a pretty sweet dry camping spot, B7. It was overlooking a canyon, and we're walking the dogs this morning. There's like half a loop that has electric sites. There might be 10 to 15 sites in total that have electric, and of the sites that will fit our size rig, there's probably only 3 to 5. And we were walking the dogs this morning and noticed that one of the electric sites in our size was available. So we got doubly lucky and were able to move the trailer over to an electric spot. So we don't have the same amazing views over the canyon, but not to have to worry about where the batteries are at and running the generator is really nice. It allows us to just relax and enjoy this area we're in. So I think the plan for today, we're pretty low on fuel. We've got about 1/4 of a tank, and that's one interesting thing about Crater Lake. It is super remote. The closest fuel station that has diesel, they have gasoline at the camp store, but the closest place to get diesel is like 40 minutes away. So I think the plan is to drive around the rim of the lake, out the north entrance to find some diesel. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Well, we just got diesel, and yeah, they know that they've got you.
You have to go outside the park about anywhere from 20 to 30 miles to get in either direction to get diesel fuel. Well, we went to the closest one, and the diesel was $4.29 a gallon. That's 50 cents more than on the coast of Oregon, and 20 cents more than the most expensive fuel we've ever bought, which was in California.
So, learn from our tough lesson, yes, to fill up before you get to Crater Lake.
Absolutely.
Because they know they've got you.
Make sure you fill up long before you get here. Especially if you have diesel, because there is no diesel in the park.
Yes,
I don't know how much the gasoline, regular gasoline.
True. This isn't an issue if you're driving a regular gasoline vehicle. That said, gas could be astronomically expensive inside the park as well. You know, they gouge you because they know what other choice do you have. So yeah, just letting you guys know, be aware. When we first started talking about coming to Crater Lake, I honestly questioned what was so special about this particular lake. We've been to tons of lakes, and I thought maybe a meteor had hit the earth and created a crater that then formed the lake. It was actually formed by a volcanic eruption. 7,700 years ago, Mount Mazama erupted and then fell in and created a, what are they called? Caldera, which is what Crater Lake is. So it's actually at the very peak of these mountains and is extremely high in elevation. I really hadn't paid much attention to that and wasn't expecting that. It is the deepest lake in the United States at 1,943 feet deep. So it's a natural wonder for many reasons and a really beautiful place to visit. So today
we are taking a boat tour it's a 2-hour ride that goes around the lake.
And it's ranger narrated, so we'll get a lot of facts about the lake. It's not the cheapest thing to do. I was a little surprised at the cost. The one we chose to do is $42 a person, so it's $84 for the two of us. But, you know, I think it's probably going to be well worth it. I think that the information that we get and the things that we get to see up close and personal are going to be pretty cool.
All right.
With the geologic origin of Crater Lake. So first and foremost, are there any geologists on board? Wonderful. You're a geologist? Alright, do you want to give this talk?
The old man. Not him.
And it's crazy to think how much activity it survived.
Well, I just jumped in to Crater Lake. It was awesome. It was freezing cold. I think the water temperature is 59 degrees, and I hit that water and my body just screamed. But it's one of those things that if I didn't do it, I would have always regretted it. So it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I did it. It's all fun and games on the way down, and then you get to go back up. Jeez. Whose idea was this? It was my idea.
So today we are climbing, or hiking, not really climbing, Mount Scott. We've been told by numerous people here in the park either that work here or rangers that this is the hike to do in the park. So
it's the highest peak in the park at almost 9,000 feet. So over about 2.5 miles, we'll climb 1,200 feet in elevation gain.
it's not a very long hike. It's 5 miles there and back. Actually, a little less than 5 miles. So
Right.
shouldn't be too bad.
Nope. So we're getting started. We were trying to get an early start to the morning. You know how that goes with us. I think it's like 9:30, so
It's better than usual.
we'll count it a success. Yesterday, we hiked down the rim of Crater Lake to the water's edge. It was down and then back up to the parking lot. So coming back up, it was 700 feet of gain over about a mile. Today, we're hiking up to Mount Scott, and then on the return trip, we'll be hiking back down to the parking lot. So it's about 1,200 feet of elevation gain over about 2.2 miles. So the question is, do you prefer to hike down and back up, or up and back down? Made it to the top. Well, we are doing our last thing in Crater Lake National Park. It's just an easy trail behind the visitor center called Lady in the Woods, but one completely different and great thing in our opinion about this park is that they've got a couple of dog-friendly trails, which the dogs appreciate. So we're taking advantage of that this evening and getting the dogs out for a last walk before heading out tomorrow to continue east through Oregon. So hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. And if you'd like to follow along on the adventure, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.